देखने को वीडियोस मिलते हैं, तो क्यों नॉर्मली हमारे जो इतने म्यूजिक चैनल्स हैं वो समी यूसुफ का म्यूजिक ऑल थ्रू द ईयर क्यों नहीं चलाते? वजह बताएं आप। क्या उनको तुक नहीं नजर आती कि हम दिलो चला रहे हैं तो उधर हमने कोई ऐसा मस्ती चलाना है तो बीच में समी यूसुफ विल जेल, और व्हाई नॉट? जब द अदर कंट्रीज आर डूइंग इट, व्हाई कांट वी डू इट? ये एक इशू है.
Everywhere else I've gone for, I've traveled nearly all the world except China maybe and a few countries in the former Soviet Union, and they treat me as an artist. They see me as a musician, as an artist. In Azerbaijan they were questioning me. They were saying, look, you know, your music's so good, why do you keep singing about religion? You know? I'm like, I like religion, yes, it's a good thing. I you know, artists are inspired.
Yes,
and I'm inspired.
And it's your passion, then why not?
Many things, and also by religion as well. I think it's just inspiring for me. I'm an artist, so I get inspiration. So alhamdulillah, I did Mu'allim. Mu'allim was, for the first time, you had an overtly religious song #1 on pop channels. You know, it was #1 in the Arab world for a good 2-3 months. On the pop channels, on the MTV equivalents.
Yes.
It was #1 in Turkey for a good 13-14 weeks. On their pop channels, you have to imagine, you know, like, you've got like the equivalent Britney Spears, or, you know, these pop singers, and suddenly, here comes this guy, you know, and he's singing about the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And I think the idea behind it was to do something sincerely, do something well, not just with sincerity, but do it well, with the best of your ability, and something novel, something new. And certainly, alhamdulillah, it was very blessed.
No, but again, one thing that's unfortunate, that your albums sell more than Beyonce or Robbie Williams, but the magazines don't acknowledge it. The magazines in the West, I read all kind of magazines,
sure,
and they never talk about your albums doing so well. Why? It's always about Paris Hilton and you know, all these other silly creatures that you don't want to read about or know about. You've had enough. But people like him, you know, and being a Muslim, क्या इनको ये वो prejudice face करना पड़ता है कि इनकी albums, बाकी वैसे आपको बताऊं कि इतनी इनकी albums बिकती हैं, लेकिन ये जितने बड़े magazines पढ़ते हैं, इवन हमारे मैगजीन में जिक्र ही नहीं आता कि ये Beyonce, Robbie Williams, इस जैसे स्टार से भी ज्यादा इनकी एल्बम्स बिकती हैं. You have to face that prejudice. How do you feel about that?
Well, I think, you know, in fairness, they haven't done too bad of a job. I mean, I'm a British Muslim. You know, but at the same time, my target audience, although it's global, but it's not really 100% targeted at you know, Paris Hilton's audience and Britney Spears' audience. You know, it's not for their audience, although it's for everyone, but it's not 100% for any one audience. But in fairness, Time magazine, you know, they did a very nice article, although I don't consider myself a rock star, but it was nice. I think she meant it as a compliment.
But they certainly make more effort to make you more glamorous, you know.
Yeah, I think what they wanted to talk about was the effect that, well, not Sami Yusuf was having, but the music is having in the Arab world and generally in the Muslim world. And this lady was touring with me. We went to Jordan, we went to Syria, we went to she was with me in Cairo, and she kind of, you know, she was taken aback by it all. But I think, you know, it's, you know, it's, I don't know if it's prejudice or not, but Guardian, the big newspapers, they've been nice. They've been nice.
अच्छा, ये so sweet हो, मतलब इनको किसी को बुरा कहना भी जाते हैं, कितनी प्यारी बात है. अच्छा, Shafaq from Lahore is saying that Salam Sami, we don't, your SMSs, live SMSs that I'm receiving from Pakistan. So we don't get your videos, CDs, and no channels show your videos, only Jio.
MashaAllah. Thank you, Jio.
Thank you. So and she's saying, so I sleep just a little to check in Ramadan, and since last sleep ka kahan se zikr aa gaya. Ramadan, I didn't sleep at all at night because I used to wait. They would broadcast your songs in the morning only, so I wouldn't sleep all night just to wait for your video. But it's difficult to get your CDs and video CDs here in Pakistan.
Yeah, I mean, we have also a big problem in the subcontinent, especially in Pakistan. Copyright laws don't exist. They exist, but I don't think anyone observes them. Sony had to shut down in Pakistan. Yeah, it's because, I mean, we just don't know who to deal with, you know, which dealership, which distributor, because everyone's copying. It's a normal thing. It's the same in the Arab world, generally in the Muslim world.
We hardly had good pop music, a few years ago. So only now, mashallah, in this decade that music is growing in Pakistan and even internationally now it's being renowned. But I think professionally हाँ जो अब हमारे पास क्योंकि म्यूजिक बैंड्स वगैरह आ गए हैं, बड़ा जरूरी है कि अब समय वाली बात है ना कि बाहर वाले लोग हमारे कहते रहे हैं तो कॉपीराइट्स के चक्कर में, तो अब इस पे काम करने की जरूरत है कि हम एट पार विद द इंटरनेशनल मार्केट चले, और वो तभी होता है जब आपके कॉपीराइट्स रूल्स वगैरह डीलर्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स वो जरा आपके बड़ा पक्के लेवल पे काम कर रहे हैं. तो विल टेक अ ब्रेक हियर एंड आफ्टर दैट मोर क्वेश्चंस एंड विल टेक कॉल्स आल्सो. आप समी यूसुफ से बात करना चाहते हैं, मोस्ट वेलकम. कीप वाचिंग. गुड मॉर्निंग, जिया मज़े से एंड रमजान मुबारक.
Forgiveness.